Welcome back to the Fox Local Book Club. Well, summer is officially here, which means it's time to stock up on your beach reads. And we have a spectacular one for you today, written by one of our very own Tampa Bay authors. Joining me in studio is USA Today bestselling author Eliza Knight and her novel, Lost in the Summer of '69. I just love that title.
Thank you.
By the way, it hits the shelves today. Happy release day. Is it
Thank
still,
you.
I mean, you have a number of books out now. Does it still hit the same on pub day?
I think it does, because it's sort of like you've worked on it for over a year, and then finally now people can actually see what you've been working on, so that gets very exciting.
So this is a road trip novel, which I love, following 3 generations of women, a rocker grandma, right on, a 1960s housewife daughter, and a free-spirited granddaughter on this epic cross-country trip to the music festivals of 1969. Did you just love that era, or what kind of sparked your interest in writing about it?
I do love the 60s. I think the 60s are awesome, and the summer of '69 especially is really exciting because there were all these music festivals going on across the country, and most of us have just heard of Woodstock. And when I found out there was actually like dozens of them all over the country, and that the rockers were going from place to place, I couldn't resist diving down that rabbit hole, and then obviously enjoying the music too.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yes.
I think I would love to do that. So the phrase from the book I love, savoring the encore no matter what the next act may bring. I think it really touches on the idea that coming of age isn't necessarily just for teenagers, right?
Exactly, and that was one of the major themes of the novel. We have a 69-year-old woman who's rediscovering herself, and then also a woman
partying across the country,
right,
by the way.
Exactly. Yeah. And a woman in her mid-40s who's about to be an empty nester who also is trying to figure out who she is. So that was really fun.
So the theme, the common theme, I guess, is music. Curious how music affects you, not just like in this book, but in general. Like, what do you listen to when you write? Is it a big part of your life?
It absolutely is a big part of my life. I was a pianist for a number of years, growing up. Yeah,
okay.
And I listen to music while I'm writing, and I actually create a playlist for every book that I write. And in fact, there's a playlist for Lost in the Summer of '69 on Spotify that isn't all the songs that inspired the book. So,
just give me a couple of them. Which
okay, "Piece of My Heart" by Janis, Joplin.
Oh, Janis
Love
Joplin,
that song.
yes.
Yeah. And then "Foxy Lady" of Jimi Hendrix.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's quite an eclectic.
That is a vibe for sure. What kind of research went into creating this kind of raw, wild energy of 1969?
Well, a lot of documentaries, because I wasn't at any of the concerts. But
right.
So watching the documentaries, reading people's firsthand accounts of being at those concerts, listening to all of the music, of course, and then because it is a road trip, sort of planning out where they would go, where they'd stop. Gas stations and hotels were a lot different back then, so
sure.
Figuring out what all of that looked like, that was a big part of it as well.
So you also host the History, Books, and Wine podcast.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So a little piece of my heart. It's a weekly show.
I see what you did there, Janis Joplin, right? Okay, go ahead.
Gotta throw those in there.
That was good, right?
So it's a weekly show, and every week I host a different author, and we talk about those 3 things: history, books, and wine. And it's a lot of fun. I've been doing it for about 6 or 7 years now.
Oh, wow. Okay, so tell people where they can listen to it.
Anywhere. It's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and then this summer we're going to be on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you're starting a book tour, you said, today. Tell us a little bit about what that whole experience is like and where people can come see you locally if they want.
Awesome. Yeah, so book tours are great because I love to be able to go meet readers and talk to them about the book and, the research behind it and all of that. That's very exciting. I think it kind of sums up to like, what city am I in, what day is it, and did I eat anything yesterday? Am I hydrated? So it can be a little bit chaotic like that. But I am starting out tonight. I'll be in a winter park near Orlando at the Mead Botanical Gardens, so that's happening tonight. And then in this area, I'm very excited, I'll be at the Gilded Page with L.L. Kirchner on the 15th, and with Sarah Penner at the Oxford Exchange on the 28th.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope people
you.
get out to one of those events to get to meet you in person.
Thank you so much.
Are we going to put up the graphic again Monday at 6:30 at the Gilded Page in Tarpon Springs? To reserve your spot, head to the Gilded Page, bookstore.com. I love supporting local independent bookstores. We got to mention them. And click on events. And we will be back right after this.